Okay, everybody, back like with another probably fix video or something like that, but kind of like a day in the life of the arcade collector. This is my Tron, and a couple weeks ago when I turned it on, started getting a lot of hum from the speaker, so I figured what I would do is just turn it on real quick for you so you can hear it, and then we'll try to figure out what it is. Be right back. Okay, that's the hum right there. Game's on. See if it actually comes up. Yeah, so the game works and everything. But you have this wicked hum, right? I mean, just like the Spy Hunter kind of, that we did a video on. And so what we're going to do is walk around here to the back. I don't want to leave it on like this too long. Oh, it's almost too loud. Let me kill it. Okay, so I had done some work on this power supply, and now I'm losing track because I've fixed several of these. But when I'm looking at the caps, I see down here. Hopefully, you guys can see that. There's a little check mark on it, but just based off of the amount of dust on the cap, it looks like it's probably original. And that I put it on the ESR meter and it tested out okay. I might have to go back and look at my MCR videos to see what board this was and what did I replace on it. But just based off of that, the first thing, a lot of people suspect these, if you can, hopefully the light's not too bad, but suspect these, the filter caps for the 12 volt and 5 volt lines, and it definitely could be those. But the first thing and the easiest thing I'm going to do is actually go ahead and take this board out and test that cap and actually replace it and see if that fixes our issue. And if that doesn't fix the issue, then I will try to test these filter caps with a capacitance test and for ripple voltage, etc. So, alright, that's what we're going to do. That's the plan of attack. Be right back. Okay, so I have the board at the bench here, and I haven't done any testing so this is yet. So we're just going to do it live here. By the way, drinking. Let's see here. This is a Sierra Nevada Golden IPA beer camp. Just something a little bit different than a regular IPA, I guess. So, but it's pretty good. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to test this capacitor here because I have a check mark by it. I actually looked on the underside, and let's see here, it's right here, these two right there, and you can tell that those have never been desoldered. So I know that this is the original cap that was there. These two I did replace. And the first thing we're going to do is, I remember that this one sparked on us when I put the ESR meter on it. So we're going to turn on our voltmeter to auto voltage, get the light on, and then see if we have any voltage on this capacitor, and if so, drain it down. Okay, that's good. There's no voltage on it. I wonder if it's shorted. And we can do a capacitance test as well while we have the voltmeter out. Oh, is that? There we go. Should be 4,700 microfarads. So yeah, that's okay. There we go. So it's probably reading with, that's probably close enough. I think that's a millifarad, 4.47 millifarads. So you move it, that's 4,700 microfarads. So that's probably okay. So let's put the ESR meter on it. I need to get some better leads for this thing. Make sure you can see that. There you go. Okay. Wow, the cap is still testing okay. 0.05, 4700. Yeah, I mean, it's still, looking at my cheat sheet, so that cap is actually testing still okay. I mean, we're going to go ahead and replace it just in case. Let's test this one here. So 470 microfarad cap. Wow, that's not testing great, but that's basically brand new. I think we saw that before, that those weren't testing very good. I'll have to go back and watch the video. Alright, so based off of that, all the caps look like they're testing fine. So I wouldn't really, we're just going to shotgun this cap and see if that's the problem. Because I don't, and then go from there really, because this is, I just suspect it. But it very well could not be the problem. And maybe the hum is coming from those filter caps. So let me get the caps, find the caps I need, and be right back. Okay, what I did was, because I was just looking at these things, and I just think it might have been this 12-volt cap, because these caps that I put in there, I don't know, they're only 85 degrees Celsius. Not that that probably means that much. I mean, they're not 105. I don't know this brand, and I got these kind of like in a bulk order, so they could be old and stuff. But anyway, let's just put it on the ESR meter real quick. And I think the ESR, we just did that, right? I think it was fine. I just want to do it again. Yeah, I mean, it says 1.4. If it's less than 470, it would be good. Whereas this one that I put in there is a little bit better. I wouldn't say it's a lot better. Sorry. It's 0.10, so it definitely has a lower ESR cap there. And I also measured it with the capacitance, and this one was 470 microfarads, almost on the nose. And then if I measure this one here, what do we get? 535 microfarads, 542. So it's definitely probably out of spec for the 12-volt line. I mean, it's supposed to be 470. So that's close to being, what, at least 5 or 10%? I don't know. Anyway, you know, this cap, just everything about this cap looks like it's good. When I measure the ESR, it's real low, even though it's the original cap. When I measure, you know, well, I don't know if this capacitance, usually in circuit's probably not the greatest idea. You might have to measure capacitance usually, but this one's not connected to anything, so I don't know why. Okay, there we go. It just takes a while, I guess, for it to figure out its spot. So it's 4.65 millifarads, which is 4,700, close to 4,700 microfarads. So this cap looks good. And, oh crap, you couldn't see that the whole time. Anyway, we'll just do it real quick again. 4.76 millifarads, 4.65, 61. So it's pretty close. And this one you can measure in circuit because there's nothing else in this circuit. I know that from just experience. But this one here, you do have to, it's not going to read correctly in circuit, I don't think. Yeah, see, it starts climbing, 6.9. So anyway, long story short, for whatever reason, I just have a hunch that it's this cap. And even though I have the board out and most people would say replace this cap, you know, you have to kind of special order these 4700 35 volt caps, or 4700 25 volt caps. They're not like a super common thing, so I don't want to replace it unless I have to. So I replace this one, and then we'll put it in and see if our hum goes away. Be right back. Okay, got it all plugged in. So just with that one cap replaced, that 12 volt line, because I know on the MCR games, part of the audio, no, actually this one's different than the Spy Hunter, right? Oh no, the amplifier. Okay, let me do this. Alright, that amplifier board there, it gets the unfiltered, what is it, isolated? No, unfiltered, unisolated? Dang it, I can't remember now. But anyway, it gets the voltage from the big cap down there, which is not regulated, unregulated 12 volts. And I can't remember if it's isolated or not. But and then this, but the audio board on the MCR stack gets its for the audio board comes from that smaller 12 volt cap, as well as it's being filtered from one of those big capacitors there. So anyway, that's why I think it might be that one issue, but we'll find out. We're going to power it on. I just powered it on. I don't hear hum. We just fixed it. Yeah, see that one cap, it wasn't that far out of spec, but I guess it's a cheap cap or something. Now maybe if this cap goes bad in a while, but look, there's no hum at all. So yeah, so that's good, obviously. quick fix. And there's the Tron without hum. I'm not going to play it or anything like that, but that's it, guys. My Tron cab has seen better days, but at least it's working now without the hum. And that goes to show you, let me kill this. You know, don't use cheap caps, I guess, because I mean that was supposedly a brand new cap, but I'm not going to be using those anymore that I showed you there. Yep, right there. That's the one that was replaced on the 12 volt line. And so, you know, by testing it, it was close enough to being out of spec. I had the hunch that that might have been the issue. That was the issue with the hum in the Spy Hunter, was that 12 volt cap right there. Now, maybe there is still a lot of ripple voltage. I don't know how, you know, these capacitors and the job they're doing filtering out the noise, how that may or may not impact the life of those 12 volt caps there. That's something maybe somebody else can answer for me. So, all right, cheers. That's it for today. Bye.